Hey guys, it's Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome and thank you for finding us. Hope this video finds you well. As I'm recording, this is Thursday, so I hope you're having a good Thursday. This won't be up on Thursday, but when we do put this up, I do hope you had a good Thursday. Huge shout out to our patrons. They are amazing. And some of the stuff that's in this pile, I did buy with Patreon money. And what I'm going to be doing right now is showing you my Black Friday 2023 pickups because it took so damn long for some of these things to show up that I didn't get them until 2024. So I got 7 movies, and I think I ordered from 4 different places. So I'm going to do the stuff that appeals directly to Hong Kong cinema fans first, and then I'll get into the other stuff. So MVD, the distributor, had a big sale, and I picked up some awesome stuff from them, including Wind Talkers. Hell yes, the John Woo movie with Nicolas Cage, who you can see right there. This is a 2-disc Blu-ray edition of the film that has 2 cuts. It has the 134-minute theatrical and the 153-minute director's cut of the film. And I actually got, this was only $10 for this deluxe edition with all these, but like I think there's a John Woo commentary track on here. Yeah, audio commentary with director John Woo and producer Terrence Chang, audio commentary with Christian Slater and Nick Cage, 4 fly on the set scene diaries, 23 minutes long, actors boot camp featurette, 15 minutes long. There's a 23-minute long making of. Like there's tons of stuff on here. And I bought 3 copies of it because it was only $10. And so I'm actually giving 2 of these away. One is a Patreon exclusive giveaway. And the other one is a Facebook group giveaway. So if you are not in our Facebook group, go and join our Facebook group. I already did post about it, but not that many people saw the post. I only got a couple responses, so I'm going to do one more post. So you might have one more chance to get a copy of this Ultimate Edition Blu-ray of Wind Talkers. But I was very, very excited to pick that up. And then very much Hong Kong adjacent, Van Damme, because hell yeah, dude, he was in a Corey Yuen film, right? Multiple of his films take place in Hong Kong. He was in a Choi Hark movie. He worked a lot with Ringo Lam. Van Damme is very much an honorary member of the Hong Kong cinema community. I love Lionheart. This is the MVD Rewind collection, like all the bells and whistles, fabulous edition of this with like, you know, it's got the theatrical edition at 104 minutes and the extended cut, at 110 minutes, English, French, and Spanish subtitles, audio commentary with the director. There's a 47-minute long making of. There's 25 minutes worth of interviews. There's a 10-minute featurette about how they did the fights for this movie. Yeah, like this is awesome, and I'm super excited about it. I'm thinking about reviewing the Van Damme. The other one is I got another Van Damme movie, Black Eagle. I've never seen this movie, so I was really, really excited to pick. This was like $7.99 or something, and it's got this amazing like retro slipcase, so it looks like it's like from a video store, like Be Kind Rewind with these fake stickers on it and stuff like that. I love these. The MVD Rewind collection does such fun slipcases for these releases. So yeah, and it's got a ton of bonus features on here. And like I said, I've never seen this movie. And Sho Kosugi is in it, you know, the legendary Japanese actor who's in like a ton of ninja films and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to check this out. So I was thinking of reviewing the Van Damme movies on the channel because he's so much overlap with Hong Kong cinema. But those are my MVD sale pickups. Let's do this one next. This is very far from Hong Kong cinema. Irreversible, Gaspar Noé. I hadn't seen this movie in 20 years, and I was really toying with the idea of seeing it again because I'm a huge fan of Gaspar Noé's other films, but I hated that movie when I saw it, Irreversible, but I was like, yeah, maybe I should see it again and just like I should just see it again. And so this is the Indicator UK release. I got this from, it was either Orbit or Grindhouse. I honestly can't remember which, and I apologize, but I got it for like $20, I think. It's in a Region B release. This release is freaking incredible. It's 2 discs. It has the original theatrical cut of the film on here, and then it has the straight cut on here, which is the movie playing normally instead of backwards. Because if you don't know about this film, in the version that was released in theaters originally 20-something years ago, it plays backwards. Gaspar Noé re-edited it to play forwards, to play like normally, or whatever you'd want to call it. And so both versions are on here. There's like a 45-minute long documentary that's really incredible about like Noé is interviewed, everyone in the cast is interviewed. Like that's really phenomenal. There's what else am I looking at? There's a 49-minute long this is an audio-only interview with Noe Bellucci and Monica Bellucci and Vincent Cassel are the stars of this film. There's the BFI Masterclass, a 90-minute long audio recording of Gaspar Noé in conversation. There's a 8-minute long documentary about the visual effects. There's a 15-minute long video essay about the feminism and violence and the rape in this film. And yeah, so there's the bonus material on here is incredible. And I'm very, very happy I picked this up. The reason I didn't get the Vinegar Syndrome release, even though it was on sale in the Vinegar Syndrome sale, because I am in region A and it's just easier to not have to get releases from the UK, is that release is honestly just better. No offense to Vinegar Syndrome, but there's a lot more bonus material on that release. And I just kind of looked at them side by side and I was like, I'm getting this one. That one was actually less expensive too than the Vinegar Syndrome release. So I did get some stuff from the Vinegar Syndrome sale. I picked up Vortex, speaking of Gaspar Noé. I have not seen this film. And so, this is like a really well-regarded, this is probably his best reviewed film ever. And I really, really, really wanted to see it. It actually played at the theater right down the street from me with Gaspar Noé there to do like an introduction or something like that, but it sold out like immediately. I was unable to go for whatever reason. But I'm really, really excited to check this out. As you see, I haven't even opened it yet, but I can't wait to see that. And then I got a movie that we are going to do. We're doing Irreversible for the podcast. Mike and I have a podcast. Mike is my partner in this channel who does all the editing and audio correction and thumbnails and everything like that. So Mike and I have a podcast called Movie of the Week. The link is in the description below. Please go and listen to it. We talk about a different movie every week. And my pick for our next podcast that we're going to record, which should be up in about a month, because I think we're about 4 weeks. We have like 4 weeks of a backlog, is Irreversible. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm going to pick this movie for a future podcast as well. It is From Beyond. Fuck yes. So this is like, I think maybe the only 80s horror movie ever that I have seen that Mike hasn't, because Mike is a huge fan of 80s horror. He loves Reanimator. It's the same people who made Reanimator. But somehow I have seen this movie and he hasn't. I watched this movie just like 3 months ago. I was sick and I was like blowing through horror movies, 80s horror movies specifically. And I was like, I'm going to watch From Beyond. And I had never seen it before, and I freaking loved it. I loved the shit out of this movie. So I'm so excited to have this now. This is 4K. This is 3 discs. It's got a 4K disc and then 2 Blu-rays. There's like a buttload of special stuff on here. This is the listing of all of the material that is on here. It's huge. There's a ton of stuff on here. So I did not get the slipcase version. I'm sure that sold out like immediately, as it often does with Vinegar Syndrome, but I was very, very happy to get that. And finally, it may surprise you to know, I have another Gaspar Noé movie. So this is Lux Eterna, and Charlotte Gainsbourg is in this film, and Beatrice Dahl, and this is only about 55 minutes long. It's not like a super long movie. It's like kind of in between a short film and a feature, a very, very short feature or a very, very long short. This is the Arrow release. This has also been released by Vinegar Syndrome. The reason I got the Arrow release is that it was, this was $18 all told from the UK. So movie plus shipping was $18. So it's actually cheaper than the Vinegar Syndrome one, even with their Black Friday sale. And I love, Arrow does amazing work. And so I went with the Arrow version. I love this slipcase. It's kind of textured, so it feels nice to touch. It's like got different textures on it. And like the font down here is kind of raised a little bit, embossed a little bit. I think it's really, really cool. And same thing here. And then you open it up and I did watch this, actually. As you can see, this one is opened, and it was incredible. It's an insane movie. And hop over to Letterboxd if you want to see my full thoughts on this, because I have been doing more reviews on Letterboxd, and I will put a link to my Letterboxd in the description of this video, but I did a little bit of a review of this one. It's just it's a crazy movie. Like you can see a lot of Godard influence. I saw a lot of David Lynch influence. There's also like, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Day for Night, the Truffaut movie, because it has the same kind of like psychotic energy and like weird comedy. This is a movie about people making a movie about the burning of witches. And it's kind of about the abuse of women in the entertainment industry. And it's like a real-time film told predominantly in split screen about like the collapse of this production, where like the cinematographer, the director's a woman, the producer hates her, the cinematographer hates her, and they think she has no idea what she's doing and they should be in charge because they're men and all this shit. And like you see like in split screen people gossiping about each other and like fighting, and like It's insane, and it has the energy of almost like something like Veep. It has this like single camera manic comedy screwball kind of energy, but it's like really sinister and weird, but it's also really funny. And then like the last 10 minutes of this movie is like insane soundscape and like flickering lights, like just insane flickering lights. So you're like, it's like being assaulted by the form of cinema, and I love that shit. My wife was actually upstairs, looked down the stairs, she couldn't see the TV. She could just see the strobing effect, and she was like, "What the hell are you? What the hell are you watching?" I loved it. I love Gaspar Noé, and I love like the formal stuff that he does. That even if the content of this movie is not extreme at all, so you can see it's at 15 in the UK, right? The form of this movie is so extreme that it's like being assaulted by cinema, and I love the way Gaspar Noé does that, and the way he kind of thinks outside the box and doesn't just think about how can I use content to give the audience an experience. How can I use the form of cinema to create like this visceral, sensory, immersive experience? And this film was that to a T, and I absolutely loved it. So those are my pickups for Black Friday of 2020. I'm trying to pick them all up so you can see them all at once, but because some of them are unopened, the plastic is slipping everywhere. But here's the stack. 2023 Black Friday sale pickups. I hope you liked the video. My name is Will. It's Hong Kong Cinema Appreciation Society. We'll see you next time.